Hi everyone, welcome back to PRAKASAM tutorials. In this video, I am going to discuss about Python program to generate Fibonacci series. And what is Fibonacci series? Fibonacci sequence specifies a series of numbers to determine a number by adding previous two numbers. That is Fibonacci series. So Python comment is used to determine explanation of the Python code. So now here to generate Fibonacci series. So small n is equal int of input of within the input of inside the double quotation enter the value of n, close the double quotation, close the bracket. So now we are done. That value of the n is integer type. So because of that, here before we end, before we type int and then press the enter key. So first initialize first as 0 and second as 1. Initialize first as 0 and second as 1. So that is initially we have to consider variable a is equal to 0 and variable b is equal to 1. Initially we have to consider the sum value is equal to 0 and initially we have to consider count is equal to 1. So print the Fibonacci series, print of inside the double quotation. The Fibonacci series is and close the double quotation, close the bracket. So using while loop, first write the while loop condition. While the condition is CO event count is less than or equal to n colon, press the enter key, that is the condition. So print function, print the sum value, print of sum count is equal count plus 1. So using assignment operator, count plus equal to 1. So that means count is equal to count plus 1. A is equal to B. B is equal to sum. Sum is equal to A plus B. And along with while loop, use else statement. So print of program is Fibonacci series ended. Fibonacci series ended since number is greater than since n number is greater than n. Number is greater than n. I will explain this program. So now here I will explain the Fibonacci series step by step. So int of input of enter the value. Suppose for example initially we have to consider the value of n is 7, n is equal to 7. Here initially we have to consider a is equal to 0, b is equal to 1, sum is equal to 0 and count is equal to 1. So print the Fibonacci series, and while loop condition is count less than or equal to n. So count less than or equal to n. Now initially what is the n value? 1. So 1 less than or equal to 7. Condition is satisfied, and print its sum value, and its Fibonacci series value is starting value is 0. Next, increment the count value using this equation. Count is equal to count plus 1. So count is equal to count plus 1. Initially count is equal to 1. So count is equal to 1 plus 1 is 2. And here a is equal to b. A is equal to b. Initially b is considered 1, and b is equal to sum. Initially sum value is 0, and sum is equal to a plus b. 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. So the while loop definition is, it continuously executes the statement when the given condition is true. It first executes the condition, and then it passes to the next line of the code. So now the next count value is 2. So again the loop is repeated. 2 less than or equal to 7. 2 less than or equal to 7. Condition is satisfied. So print the sum value. Now what is the sum value? The sum value is 1. And increment the count value. Count is equal to count plus 1. Here count is equal to 2. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So a is equal to b. Here b is equal to 0. B is equal to sum. Now where the sum value is 1. Sum is equal to a plus b. So 0 plus 1, 1. Again loop is repeated. Now where the count value is 3, check the condition. Now the count value is 3. 3 less than or equal to 7. 3 less than or equal to 7. Condition is satisfied, and it prints the sum value. What is the sum value now? 1 plus. Now sum value is 1. Now increment the count value. Count is equal to count plus 1. So previous count value is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. A is equal to b. Here b is 1. B is equal to sum. Here sum value is 1. Sum is equal to 1 plus 1. A plus b. 1 plus 1. So now the condition is satisfied. Again loop is repeated. So now what is the count value here? 4. 4 less than or equal to 7. 4 less than or equal to 7. So print the sum value. What is the sum value? 2. Sum value is 2. And again increment the count value. Count is equal to count plus 1. And previous count value is 4. So count is equal to 4 plus 1, 5. A is equal to B. So previous B value is 1. B is equal to sum. Previous sum value is 2. Sum is equal to A plus B. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So again loop is repeated. Now the count value is 5. Check the condition, while loop condition. 5 less than or equal to 7. Condition, while loop condition is satisfied. So print the sum value. Now the sum value is 3. So increment the count value. Count is equal to count plus 1. Previous count value is 5. 5 plus 1, 6. A is equal to B. Previous B value is 2. B is equal to sum. Previous sum value is 3. Sum is equal to A plus B. 2 plus 3 is 5. Again check the condition, while loop condition, and now count value is 6, 6 less than or equal to 7, 6 less than or equal to 7. Condition is satisfied and print the sum value. Now the sum value is 5. Sum value is 5. So increment the count value. Count is equal to count plus 1. Previous count value is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. A is equal to B. Previous B value is 3. B is equal to sum. Previous sum value is 5. Sum is equal to A plus B. 3 plus 5 is 8. So check the condition. Check the while loop condition again. So now the count value is 7. 7 less than or equal to 7. So condition is verified. So print the sum value. So what is the sum value? 8. Sum value is 8. So increment the count value. Count is equal to count plus 1, 8. A is equal to B. Previous B value is 5. B is equal to sum. Previous sum value is 8. Sum is equal to A plus B. So 5 plus 8, 13. So now check the while loop condition. 5 plus 8 is equal to 13. And now check the while loop condition. So what is the while loop condition? Count less than or equal to n. And what is the previous count value? 8. 8 less than or equal to 7. So now here condition is not satisfied. Stop the while loop execution. Stop while loop execution. Condition is not repeated. So the Fibonacci series is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. So what is the definition of the Fibonacci series? The Fibonacci sequence specifies series of numbers and its number is determined by adding previous two numbers. The first number is 0 and next number is 1. So adding 0 plus 1 we get 1, adding 1 plus 1 we get 2, adding 1 plus 2 we get 3, adding 2 plus 3 we get 5, adding 3 plus 5 we get 8. So now we have the initial we have to consider the value of the n is 7. So for the value of the n is equal to 7, the Fibonacci series is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. So this is the step-by-step explanation of the program code. So now run the program. First save the program. Click on the file button. Save. Select the location. File name dot py. File name dot py. Click on the enter button. Now run the program. Go to the run. Click on the run module. In the Python console, it will ask enter the value of the n. So I will enter the value of the n is 7. Okay. The Fibonacci series 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.